What Ariel and I have found, as we have researched Thoth, his incarnations, and the messengers that he has been using, is that they seem to be many, distributed across all continents over a time span of many tens of thousands of years. There is no way we can dig into all these incarnations in this video series. Therefore, we will eventually make a list of the incarnations and the messengers we can find at a later date, so that those who are interested can look into them and compare the teachings and the particular traits Thoth has used over the millennia. This particular video is about Jesus. There are many similarities between Thoth and Jesus, too many to be coincidental. It is commonly known that Enoch, who repeatedly is referred to as Metatron, is Thoth in another incarnation. What many people are perhaps not as aware of is that Jesus is referred to as Metatron as well. Furthermore, Metatron is also the same entity as Melchizedek. It can hardly be more revealing. Thoth wrote the Emerald Tablets, and Melchizedek founded the Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. Even Apostle Paul, among others, identifies Melchizedek as the one who became Jesus Christ. Metatron is also depicted as the lesser Yahweh, i.e. Yahweh's son, being Thoth. Also, Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, refers to Metatron as Jesus Christ. Melchizedek, to whom Abraham paid a tithe to all, is known as the high priest of El Elyon, and Jesus is referred to as a high priest in Hebrews. When the word El is in a title or a name, it's certainly associated with Elohim, i.e. the alien invader force, the AIF, in one way or another. Metatron was, just like Jesus, known as the Son of Man. In addition, in John 3 verse 13, Jesus is quoted as have said that no one has ascended into heaven except him. Still, there are records that both Enoch and Elijah, another Thoth incarnation, ascended. Just an oversight of Jesus? Oh, not likely. Or is he actually telling the truth, implying that Enoch and Elijah are two other incarnations of him? Makes us wonder, doesn't it? There are many other similarities between Thoth and Jesus, such as that both Jesus and Hermes, Thoth, are associated with the vine, John 15 verse 1. Interesting as well is that Jesus coined the expression, "Be wise as serpents," when the serpent is Father Enki / Lucifer. Christians don't like snakes and think they are evil because of the connection with Satan, but apparently it's okay that Jesus refers to serpents as being wise. Moreover, in most of Thoth's incarnations, he identified himself as the Son and his Father as God. As we know, Jesus is no exception. There are also many similarities in Thoth's and Jesus' teachings. Both presented themselves as the middleman, i.e. they both claimed that we can't reach heaven or get out of the matrix without going through them first. If we compare the teachings of Thoth and Jesus, we find more synchronicities. The following are just a few examples. Thoth said, "I began this incarnation from eon to eon, where the river of life flows eternally." Jesus said, "He that believes in me, out of his being shall flow rivers of living water." Thoth said, "I descend, but in time yet unborn I will rise again, for surely I will return." Jesus said, "I go away and come again unto you. Tell no one until the Son of Man be risen again." Thoth said, "The link with the children of light who dwelt within the temple." Thoth's father is evidently Lucifer. And who is the light bringer? Lucifer. And humans are considered Lucifer's children by Thoth. Jesus said, "Believe in the light, that you may be children of light." Thoth said, "Now I depart from you. Know my commandments, keep them and be them, and I will be with you, helping and guiding you into the light." Jesus said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." John 14, verse 15. "I am the light of the world. He that follows me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life." John 8, verse 12. The similarities are many. Also, both Thoth and Jesus descended to the halls of Amenti and hell, respectively. Amenti and hell being the same thing if we consider that Jesus visited Marduk in Amenti. Thoth, in his many incarnations, says before he leaves that he one day will return, which is the same story Jesus told his followers. There is almost always a second coming slant to Thoth's teachings, regardless of incarnation. So Jesus was not the first person who said that he will return. However, what does this mean? Does it mean that Thoth will return as Thoth and Quetzalcoatl, aka Ningishida, will return as Quetzalcoatl and Jesus will return as Jesus? Or does it mean that the soul of Thoth will return in some new incarnation but under a completely different name? We would say, after having researched this, that it is the latter. Just like Thoth had his pupils, Jesus had his disciples, to whom they both revealed their secret mysteries, much of it not meant to be shared with common man, whom in their opinion would not understand them and misuse them. Jesus referred to the ignorant humans as dogs and swine. Thus, Jesus followed the same principles as those of Hermetic teachings. Jesus was also known as the water bearer, interestingly enough. Numbers 24 verse 7, 1 Corinthians 10 verse 4, and John 4 verse 14. Another earlier deity who is known under the title is of course Enki, the water bearer. The water bearer is also the star sign of Aquarius, which follows upon the end of the age of Pisces. The Christians often identify the water bearers as the one who 1. Came from the waters of Galilee, 2. Baptized with water, 3. Changed water into wine, 4. Walked on the water, 5. Washed the feet of others with water, 6. Calmed the ocean waters, 7. Gives living water, 8. Says we must be born of water, and 9. Drank the cup from the Father. It's obvious to us that the purpose with Jesus' presence on earth was to establish a religion, which Thoth has done so many times before, so that the prophecies can be fulfilled, and he succeeded very well in his mission. Numerous people on the planet believe that Jesus is the real Son of God, i.e. Enki, unbeknownst to them. Therefore, following Jesus is the same as following a guide who shows you the way to the demiurge, while his followers think it's God. All roads lead to Rome, as the saying goes. Rome in this case is Enki's heaven, within the construct. Then it's time for incarnation again.